Hi, welcome to my channel again. My name is Placida Acheru, and today we're going to be talking about why people never write their books. I'm sure you're thinking, that's me. I hope it's not. But the reason why people don't write their books or never ever write their books, one of them is fear. Who is going to read my book? I've always wanted to write a book, but I'm not sure there are too many books in the world. Who is going to read a book? Now, the example I give to clients who come to me, or when people tell me that, I said, how many doctors do we have in one city, in one town? Lots of doctors. How many teachers do we have? So you don't say because somebody else has written a book, you shouldn't write a book. Your upbringing is different from that other person. Your take on life is completely different from that person. Your views on the subject you want to write is completely different from the next person. Your experience is completely different from the next person. So if you want to write how to cook rice, and somebody else or 10,000 people have written how to cook rice, it could be how to cook brown rice. It could be how to cook red rice. It could be how to cook wild rice. It could be any kind of rice. The fact that they've written how to cook rice doesn't mean that you shouldn't write how to cook rice. You just have to say how to cook red rice, or how to cook brown rice, or how to cook wild rice. Modify it a bit, but make sure that you have your message out. And don't stop yourself because somebody else has lived the dream already. So you don't want to live the dream. Yeah, you understand? So another reason why people don't write books is, oh, I'm not very sure I can write. My grammar isn't very good. Who is going to edit my book? There's going to be so many mistakes. Luckily for you, the world has evolved so much that there are people who specialize on editing and proofreading books. So when you write your book, there are people who proofread it, edit it, and make sure that your book reads and sounds well to impress your target audience. Something else we will say is, oh, I don't have the money, it's too expensive. Really? But how do you know? You've never even tried. You've never even tried. Like I keep saying, luckily we are in the world that we're in today where things are available to us and easy. You can self-publish your book. Now, self-publishing doesn't mean that you do everything yourself. You do the editing yourself, you will burn out and you will produce a book that isn't good. Self-publishing just means that it is a lot easier for you to publish your book, and you can have it on Amazon as a Kindle or as a paperback. But you have the support of other people, like the proofreaders that will help, the graphic designer that will design the cover, the people who edit, so people who proofread and edit are completely two different sets of people. They will do the job, and you'll be surprised that it's not as expensive as you think it is. So if you don't give it a chance, you never know if you can make it happen. Okay? So people are always afraid, oh, I can't write a book, and there's so many things they fear. But you have to take that step first. And the first step is decide that you want to write this book. Contact somebody, maybe like myself or anybody else who can support you, and say, I would like to write a book. How can you help me? And they will guide you. They will help you lay out your story, help you get the content out of your mind so that it makes sense to the reader, and then help you structure it out. So one more question is, okay, I've had it structured out, but the writing bit, I don't want to do the writing bit. Luckily, we're in a world where a lot of things are available to us today. And you don't have to actually take the pen and write in this generation that we're in with all the technology that we have. All you can do is, like I'm speaking now, I can put a voice recorder and I can just speak into my voice recorder and then send it to some professionals who will now transcribe it and make it make sense. And there are also people who are ghost writers. They write books for you, and they don't take any credit for it, so they won't put their names to it to say that they wrote it. You give them the idea, they get it out of you by getting you to talk about what you want to write, and then they help you structure it out. They are ghostwriters and they make it happen. And then you find that you have a lovely book that you wrote, and meanwhile you didn't put pen on paper. So aren't we lucky we're in this age and generation that we're in, where everything is provided for us? So what, if you have all this information now, what's stopping you? There's nothing really stopping you from writing your book, except you. I hope that by watching this video, you would consider writing your book. And if there's any other fear that you think is going on inside, share with me on the comment box. Let's talk about it. What has stopped you from writing your book? If it's money, if it's fear, if it's who to help you to get the structure out on paper, let me know in the comment box. And let me know in the comment box if you are considering writing a book. And you know, there are lots of people who can support you, but if you'd like me to support you, I've got a program called the Authors Activation Program, where I help clients to get that content out and make a book that people would love reading. You don't want to just write any book. You want to write a book that people would love reading. A book that will expand and help you grow into a business or your own empire, whatever it is that you'd like to create. So thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.